So hi internet people, welcome to my channel. And on this channel, we provide you with football prediction, sports prediction tips that will help you increase your chances of winning significantly as you go about doing that on a daily basis. So how we do that basically is very easy. We provide you with information about the sporting event as well as what we consider, the safe market options to go with those information that we have to basically help you make that informed decision as you go about making your picks today. So welcome back, guys. My name is Huka, and I'm your host on this daily podcast show. And I will be bringing you, football prediction, like I said, sports betting tips, as well as safe market options that will help you increase your chances of winning significantly. Yesterday we had 44 sporting events, and as I record this, at the time of recording this, those events are still going on. So you want to check the comment section for how that turned out at the end of the day, or you can join our Telegram community. You can find that link pinned in our bio, to know what happened, after today, what the results were like yesterday. Okay, guys, that being said, let's go about, doing what we do best and give you the sporting events that we have for you today. We have 30 of those sporting events carved out for you today. So without wasting much time, let's just get right into those sporting events for today. First sporting event we have is the game between Bristol City and Swansea. And here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Swansea has had a challenging beginning to 2025, having won just one of their 7 matches in all competitions. As the Swans aim to halt their decline, they face a challenging 90 minutes at Ashton Gate, where Bristol City has garnered 16 points from a potential 18 in the league. With that in mind, we foresee that the Robins will continue their remarkable streak of performances in front of their home fans and achieve the expected outcomes this weekend.
All right, so given that report that we have there, we think that the safe way to go there will be to go with a home win or draw at another 1.24 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Plymouth Argyle and Liverpool, and here's information about that sporting event for your use today.
Confidence could not be higher in both teams before Sunday's fourth-round clash, where a revitalized Plymouth team is expected to challenge a significantly altered Liverpool defense. Nevertheless, the Reds' strength in the attacking zone will ultimately shine through, and Slot's squad is likely to secure their advancement to the fourth round without much difficulty.
All right, so given that report that we have there, we think that the away, to win is the easiest and safest way to go in that sporting event, and we're going with that, and that's priced at another 1.17 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur, and here's some reports about that sporting event for your use today.
Tottenham has secured victories in 9 of their last 10 away games against Aston Villa across all competitions, yet past records should carry little weight on Sunday, as Postecoglou's squad comes in weary, short on players, and lacking in confidence. Since Emery's squad has had a week free from Champions League responsibilities, we believe the Lions will decisively defeat Tottenham, leaving the Lily-Whites with just the Europa League to contend for.
All right, so given that report that we have there, we think that the safe way to go will be for the home team to qualify, and given what we just seen about that sporting event today, and that's priced at 1.40 in that sporting event. Next sporting event we're dealing with here is the game between Alaves and Getafe, and here's some information, insight about that sporting event for your use today.
Regrettably, we do not anticipate this match to be a classic. 6 of the past 9 La Liga encounters between these teams have ended in draws, with 3 of them being scoreless, and we forecast yet another tie on Sunday afternoon.
All right, so given that report that we have there, we think that under 3 goals to be scored here at another 1.17 is the safe way to go in that sporting event today. Next sporting event we're dealing with here is the game between Real Sociedad and Espanyol, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Real Sociedad has triumphed in their last 4 home league matches against Espanyol, and we're predicting a slight victory for the Basque team this weekend, though it wouldn't be unexpected for the points to be shared.
So given that report that we have there, I think it is safe to say that the home team should be able to score easily at another 1.19, and that's what we're going with in that sporting event. Next sporting event we're dealing with is the game between Sevilla and Barcelona, and here's some reports about that sporting event for your information today.
Sevilla is definitely capable of achieving a favorable outcome here, and they have had a strong beginning to 2025 as a team. That being noted, it's hard to overlook Barcelona's history with Sevilla, and although there's a quick turnaround from the Copa del Rey match against Valencia, we anticipate Flick's team will secure a crucial 3 points on Sunday evening.
Alright, so that being said, we think that the safe way to play this would be to go with an away draw no bet at another 1.21 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Venezia and Roma, and here's some information about that sporting event before we give you the safe market option.
Even though Venezia are becoming increasingly difficult to defeat at home, and Roma have a poor away record, the visitors are expected to win in Serie A's Sunday lunchtime match. The Giallorossi have rediscovered their scoring form under Claudio Ranieri, meaning the host's vulnerable defense can't withstand 90 minutes.
Alright, so given that sporting report that we have there, it's safe to say, an away win or draw will be the way to go here safely at another 1.20, and that's what we're backing in the sporting event. Next is sporting event between Cagliari and Cesena, and here's some information about that sporting event.
Neither team excels in defense, so supporters might enjoy another 5-goal spectacle, similar to the encounter in Parma last September. Cagliari might take the victory, as their opponents have displayed some mental weakness and frequently lose valuable points.
Given the report that we have there about that sporting event, over 1.5 goals would be the safe way to play this at another 1.20, and that's what we're going with in that sporting event. Next is the game between Lazio and Monza, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Lazio can break a rare slump at Stadio Olimpico with a win this weekend, as their rivals will arrive more in hope than in expectation. Plagued by injuries and having lost key players during the transfer window, humble Monza is unlikely to challenge a squad with top 4 goals.
Alright, so given the reports that we have seen or heard about that sporting event, we think that the home win is the safe way to play this at another 1.37, and that's what we think you should back also if you're going with that sporting event today. Next sporting event is between Napoli and Udinese, and here's information as always about the sporting event.
With just a few exceptions, Napoli have been exceptionally effective at home, allowing only 7 league goals at the Maradona this season. They extend their Serie A advantage by achieving another clean sheet against Udinese, a team likely to settle in mid-table mediocrity, a significant relief considering last year's narrow escape.
Alright, so given the report that we've just heard about that sporting event, we think that it is safe to say the home should win either of the halves, at 1.25, or then that's what we think will pan out today, and you should be going with that too. Next sporting event is today between Holstein Kiel and Bochum, and here's some reports about that sporting event for your use today.
Even though Bochum has shown better performance recently, it is difficult to overlook that they have been frequently defeated away from home this season. Furthermore, Holstein Kiel have performed better at home lately, and their enhanced efforts in the attacking phase should position them as favorites on Sunday.
Alright, so given that report that we have there, we think that home or away win at the end of 90 minutes is a safe way to look at that sporting event if you're looking at backing that today, and you have the reports there for you also, and that's priced at another 1.30 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Leipzig and St. Pauli, and here is information about that sporting event today.
St. Pauli have excelled at shutting down their rivals, and it's hard to envision how a struggling Leipzig team will manage to pose them serious challenges. Nonetheless, the hosts seldom experience losses on their home turf, so it wouldn't be surprising if the two teams ended in a tightly contested draw.
Alright, so given that report that we have there, we think that the home draw no bet will be the safe way to play this at another 1.24 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Lyon and Reims, and here's information about that sporting event from our team.
Currently, both teams lack confidence, but Lyon will be a bit more refreshed than the visitors, who had to go to penalties in the cup earlier this week. Consequently, we believe that the host will secure a slight victory to achieve their initial win with their new manager Fonseca.
Alright, so given that report that we have there, we think that the safe way to play this would be to go with a home draw no bet at another 1.22, and that's what we're backing in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Strasbourg and Montpellier, and here's information about this event today.
Strasbourg might have been defeated in their previous match, but they will feel assured about returning to victory this weekend. Le Racing will probably score at least once considering the visitors' poor defensive statistics, and if they net 2, Montpellier might struggle to recover.
Alright guys, so given that report that we've just heard, it's safe to say that a home win or draw will be the safe way to play this at another of 1.25 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is the game between Angers and Marseille, and here's some information about that sporting event if you look at the back at event today.
Marseille confronts a challenging challenge against a strong Angers team that has only suffered one defeat in 7 competitive fixtures this year, yet we still support the visitors to secure a slim win. This is due to the Zabi squad having the league's co-best away performance, and their offensive capabilities are probably going to be decisive despite the anticipated toughness of the host.
All right, so that's the report we have there about that sporting event on a closer look, and we think that home or away to win at the end of 90 minutes will be the way to go here at another 1.25 in our sporting event. Before I go further, guys, I'd like to ask you guys to please take 1 second to hit the like button. For some coming across the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you've been here and you've not done that, please make sure to do that. Okay, don't forget to turn on notification bells also, so you'll be the first to know when we post something of value on the channel and you don't miss out on important updates. All these three things will help help the channel grow, and it's a sign of good faith to the team also who go out to put this work in to bring this report and analytics to you today. Next sporting event we're dealing with is the game between Utrecht and Almere City, and here's some information about that sporting event for those who are looking to back that.
Having recorded a series of draws, Utrecht is certainly not in the most persuasive shape as they approach this match. Nonetheless, we still anticipate they will emerge from this match with a clean slate and 3 points.
All right, so given that report that we have there, it is safe to say that the away team will not score more than 2 goals, or more than 1 goal, in that sporting event, and that's priced at another 1.19. That is to say, we're talking about away under 1.5 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Fortuna Sittard and Ajax, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
As the visitors rapidly build up steam in their quest for the title while the hosts find it hard to maintain form in mid-table, we support Ajax to leverage their quality on Sunday and achieve a 6th consecutive Eredivisie win.
So given that report that we have there, it is safe to say that Ajax should be able to win one of the halves in this sporting event, and that's priced at another 1.27 in that one. Next sporting event is between Heerenveen and Twente, and here's some reports about this sporting event for your use today.
Both teams have been significantly vulnerable defensively lately, and we anticipate that neither will achieve a clean sheet. That being said, we nearly believe the visitors will just manage to surpass their hosts and accomplish the task in the end.
All right, so given that report that we have just churned out basically for you there, we think that it is safe to say that over 1.5 goals to be scored here at another 1.23 is the safe way to play this sporting event if you're looking at backing that today. The next sporting event is between Estoril and Boa Vista, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Estoril Proya have made significant progress since the beginning of the year and will be eager to face a struggling Boa Vista team that has not experienced a win since the early days of November. We anticipate a lopsided match at the Estadio Antonio Coimbra de Mota this weekend, with the Canarinhos securing all 3 points to add further woes for the faltering visitors.
So given that report there, we think that home draw no bet will be the safe way to play this sporting event today at another 1.21 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Farense and Nacional, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Farense and Nacional are struggling for survival at the bottom of the standings, and we anticipate both teams will push hard for a confidence-building result this weekend. Margarido's team has been dreadful in away games this season, and we believe Farense will secure the expected outcome, though by a narrow margin.
Given that report that we have there, it is safe to say that the home or away team to win at the end of 90 minutes is the safe way to play that at another 1.36 in that sporting event. The next sporting event is between Braga and Gil Vicente, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Braga has an inconsistent performance at home, whereas Gil Vicente struggles away, so anticipate a tight match no matter the outcome. Having said that, the hosts have generally shown strong performance, and their momentum, along with the opportunity to pressure Porto, might lead them to secure crucial 3 points this weekend.
Alright, so given that report that we have there, we think that the home draw no bet will be the safe way to play this at another 1.22 in that sporting event. Next sporting event we're dealing with is a game between Casa Pia and Estrela Amadora, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Estoril Proya have made significant progress since the beginning of the year and will be eager to face a struggling Boa Vista team that has not experienced a win since the early days of November. We anticipate a lopsided match at the Estadio Antonio Coimbra de Mota this weekend, with the Canarinhos securing all 3 points to add further woes for the faltering visitors.
So given that report that we have there, we think that the home or draw will be the safe way to play this at another 1.22 in that sporting event. The next sporting event we're tracking is the game between Aberdeen and Dunfermline, And this is some information about that sporting event for those who are looking for information about it today.
Aberdeen might be experiencing a tough streak in recent weeks, yet the hosts possess better quality within their squad and enjoy the benefits of playing at home, which makes us anticipate a victory for the Dons.
All right, given the report that we've had there, the safe way we think that you should go with this sporting event is to go with the home team to qualify at an odds of 1.21 in that sporting event. The next sporting event we're tracking is the game between Rangers and Queen Park FC, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Rangers are clearly the stronger team in this matchup, and given their home advantage, where they have yet to lose a domestic game this season, we foresee the host winning this one with ease.
All right, so given that report that we have there, we think that over 2.5 goals will be seen in the sporting event, and that's safe to say that. And we're going with that, and it's priced at another 1.25 in that sporting event. The next sporting event is between Alanyaspor and Fenerbahce, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Although the hosts have demonstrated resilience in their recent matches, Mourinho's side possesses better attacking quality, which will probably be the deciding factor on Sunday. We anticipate an intense matchup, as Fenerbahce's defensive injury woes will weaken their backline, yet they will prevail thanks to their offensive strength.
So given the report that we have there, it is safe to say that over 1.5 goals will be scored in the sporting event at an odds of 1.22 in that sporting event. The next sporting event is the game between Antalyaspor and Istanbul Basaksehir, and here's some information about that sporting event for those who are looking to back that event today.
The visitors' strong performance in scoring should make them enter the match assured of generating many opportunities. Although Istanbul has a weak away performance, Antalyaspor is still adapting to their new coach's approach and could be susceptible on Sunday.
All right, so given the report that we've just had about that sporting event, we think that the away team to score at another 1.26 will be a safe way to play that sporting event today, and that's priced at another 1.26 in that one. Next sporting event is the game between Galatasaray and Adana, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Galatasaray is anticipated to control the match, managing possession and creating multiple opportunities against the vulnerable Adana Demirspor backline. Simbom, with their strong attacking prowess, are anticipated to achieve a clear win over a faltering Adana, whose defensive weaknesses will probably be highlighted yet again.
So given that report that we have there, it's safe to say that the home team going in with, one goal less, and turning that around to win at the end of 90 minutes is the safe way to play that at another 1.25 in that sporting event. Next sporting event we're tracking is an American football game, and that's between Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs. And here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
Hart has excelled throughout the season, but under pressure, his passer rating declines significantly, and Spagnuolo consistently implements the ideal schemes in crucial games. Mahomes has typically been exceptional in these matchups, and although the Eagles might possess greater overall depth, there always appears to be an unnoticed hero emerging for KC in this contest.
All right, so given that report that we have there, it is safe to say that the away team, should be able to win this one, including overtime, and that's priced at another 1.39 in that sporting event, and I think that's what you should go with too. Next sporting event we're tracking is the game between India and England, and here's some information about that sporting event, cricket sporting event for you today.
India showcased an impressive display in the opening ODI, accomplishing this without two of their top players, Kohli and Bumrah, although Kohli is anticipated to rejoin the squad for this game. The hosts appear to be getting better with every match before the Champions Trophy, and we believe they will finish this series with another win this weekend.
All right, so given the report that we have there, it is safe to say that the home team, that is India, should be able to win this sporting event today, and that's priced at another 1.45 in that one. The next and the final sporting event we're tracking today is the basketball game between New York Knicks and Boston Celtics, and here's some information about that sporting event for your use today.
The Celtics were the initial team to take on the revamped Knicks at the season's onset, and although they emerged victorious that day, much has since shifted, with the Knicks now meeting expectations. We support the home team to come out victorious, though just by a slim margin.
All right, so given that report that we have there, it is safe to say that the home team will win. When you add 12 points to the final score on the home side, basically, it should reflect that they are winning when that happens, and that's priced at another 1.26 in that sporting event. So these are the sporting events we have for you today. Information about those sporting events and safe market options about those sporting events. So make sure to watch the video till the very end and pick only the ones you agree with, guys. Very important to note that, okay? Football prediction, sports prediction generally comes with a lot of factors that we cannot control and we cannot envisage, as at the time of reporting this. So it's very important to gamble responsibly, okay, and do not stake more than you can afford to let go of. Okay, we have factors like VAR, red card, penalties, own goals, fitness also affect outcomes of these events. So you want to take note of that and factor that in when you're going about staking these events today. Also importantly to note that you don't go about repeating events on different slips. Like make sure that these events are on separate slips. Do not repeat one event on several slips. Do not do that. That really decreases your chances of winning, so you want to take note of that also. All right, guys, so that being said, it's very important also to note that information provided on this channel is for your educational and entertainment purposes, okay, and to inform you, also to help you make better informed decisions. We do not promise any huge financial turnaround going by what's offered on the channel, but we hope that with time, and consistency, we will be able to beat the odds in the long run. Okay, guys, so till we see you again in the next video, may the odds be in our favor always, guys.